What's up, Thomas? How's it going? We got a couple of them filled. I think there's one spot still in the second one. I'm going to do some two boxers tonight. Hope everybody had a good Saturday, 3-day weekend. Well, I can't complain. Had a graduation party today at my house. A lot of people coming through. My youngest son graduated high school. He did lose his tournament baseball game this week. He pitched well. He went complete game, gave up one earned, 2 total runs, but he took the L. His team only scored 1. So baseball at my house is over unless I can get myself a coaching job, which I'm not sure that'll happen. Yeah, he was pretty happy. He went to a concert this evening. Somebody I've never heard of in my life. It's Kendrick Lamar, somebody I've barely heard of in my life's cousin, who is also a rapper apparently. But I remember there was a time where I knew a lot about pop culture, and then they changed what pop culture is, and I knew nothing. Can't even remember the guy's name. It was Baby something. Yeah, the guy my son went to see is Baby something, and I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I can guarantee you I probably would not like it. All right, we got the 2 filled tonight. Try some live fills if they Baby Keem. That's it. That is it. Baby Keem. Baby Keem. He's told me 15 times and I can't remember it. The tickets were like expensive. I don't know. I can't help but think that rappers had better names when I was younger. I mean, I remember, like, I was never a big rap fan, but DMX, Nelly, Dr. Dre, Eminem. I can't help think that every single one of those was way, way better than Baby Keem. I think it might have been. Guess everything I like is now classic. Little something, baby, someone. Oh, I remember Lil Kim. You know, there was a little, but it was a lady. I saw this Instagram post. This guy said, or this kid, he was young, he's probably 15, 16, said he was going to start posting or playing like albums from his grandpa's album collection that he had inherited. And the first album was Rage Against the Machine. And I was like, whoa, wait, what? Sitting there like, I had that album, it can't be that old. Yeah, I was like, no freaking way. I do too. I like Rage, but I never thought about them being in someone's grandpa's album collection. It was a CD the kid had. I'm sure. I don't know that my sons have ever owned a CD. I don't think they'd know what to do with a cassette. Definitely wouldn't have anything to play it on. All right, guys, got this one set out. This is the first one I listed. It is full. We'll pull the randoms, then do the random.org stuff. Jonathan has a Raz listed on the Facebook page. I believe the first one he put up was a Kelly Green Saquon. 8 lines at 40 a line. If anybody's interested, jump on the Facebook page and grab that. Get a spot in the Raz. Take a Saquon. Okie dokie. All right. Oh, shit. We're going to pull some randoms here. First up, we had Al with San Francisco. Pittsburgh. Steelers signing Aaron Rodgers for one more year. Bill, Detroit. Green Bay. Al, Dallas. Tennessee. Bill, Denver and New England. We got Kansas City, Baltimore. Baltimore. Al, Miami and Minnesota. Cleveland and New Orleans. Greg, Rams, Colts, and Bucks. Falcons, Jets, and Bills. Dave, Washington, and Vegas. Cardinals, Seahawks. That's pretty good odds to come away with a Saquon for sure. Tyler, Cincy. Jacksonville. Vlad, Philly. Houston. I like those Kelly Green helmets too. I think they're pretty cool. Scorching, Giants. Chargers. And Jesse closes us up with Chicago. Jesse got the Panthers. Lost my Saquon. And him and Derrick Henry. They're about the only two running backs anybody ever really asked about anymore. I was thinking about it earlier. Running back. If you're not Henry or Saquon, you're kind of forgotten in today's NFL. Got to be a 2,000-yard guy, or nobody cares. Got work stuff all over my stupid iPad. All right, guys. First thing we'll do, get us a number between 4 and 9. Which will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll go 5 times on this. That'll be a random number. Anytime we need one tonight. 4 and 5. Going with the number 7. Randomize that 5 times. Everything times 7. All right, I think we got about 90 helmets in the series tonight. We'll pick 2 out. To open up here first. All right, here we go. 7 times. Top 2. What we're looking for. 4, 5, 6, and lucky number 7. We got 116 and 82. I see 16, and I think I see 82. Randomize 7 times. 16 and 82. Heaviest stack of helmets I've ever had to lift. All right, 16 and 82. I'm going to start with 82. And here we go. Good luck, guys. I didn't read off the randoms. I'm going to read them off so everybody knows. Al, San Francisco, Pittsburgh. Bill, Detroit, Green Bay. Al, Dallas, Tennessee. Bill, Denver, Kansas City, New England, Baltimore. Al, Miami, Cleveland, Minnesota, New Orleans. Greg, Rams, Falcons, Colts, Jets, Bucks, and Bills. Dave, Washington, Arizona, Vegas, and Seattle. Tyler, Cincy, and the Jags. Vlad, Philly, Houston. Scorching, Giants, Chargers. And Jesse, Chicago, Carolina. All right, guys, here we go. Box 82. Denver coming out first. Bill grabbing a Bronco. This one, Beckett authenticated. Both earpieces are in. Mile High Salute inscription. Going to be wide receiver. Number 80, Rod Smith. Nice hit, Bill. Rod Smith coming out first. Rod Smith and Ed McCaffrey. Shannon Sharp on that team, too. That was a good one. All right, box 16. That'd be kind of a cool multi-sign. Rod Smith, Ed McCaffrey, and Shannon Sharp. I'd buy that. All right, next up, we got box 16. Detroit, the Lions. Oh, Bill doubling up early. Bill had the Lions. Schwartz authenticated 2 earpieces. There's almost a trick with the Schwartz. The Rookie of the Year. And the number 20. Going to be the other number 20 in Detroit. Billy Sims. Nice hit, Bill. Billy Sims was a good one until he tore up that knee. Would have been kind of crazy if he never got hurt. Maybe he plays until 88, 89, and they never get Barry Sanders. That would have been nuts. A little butterfly effect type stuff. My biggest what if butterfly effect type moment would be, what if the Steelers used their brain in 84 and drafted Marino? How many Super Bowls would they have? All right, guys, we've got one open in this one. Get these pulled, and then I'll show you what teams are left. Pretty crazy that Kyle Busch died this week. Didn't see that one coming. 41 years old. Saw today they said he died from pneumonia and sepsis. I don't know if he left that pneumonia untreated or what. They said he was coughing up blood the day before he went to the hospital. Seems nuts to me. All right, what we got left? We got Philly. There's a Jalen Hurts. There's a camera point. Rams, I think there's a Kurt Warner. Jacksonville, I don't remember. Carolina, the Jets. Jets has a Breece Hall, and I can't think of the wide receiver's name, but he's in there on a dual signed. NASCAR killed him? I don't think NASCAR killed him. Baltimore, there's an Earl Thomas. New Orleans got Drew Brees. Seattle has a Sam Darnold. Cleveland, I don't remember. Tennessee, not sure. Chargers, I don't think I did not put, there's an LT in the Chargers. I didn't put a Herbert in. Houston has a Stroud. Chiefs, I don't remember. James Cooks in Buffalo. Green Bay, gosh, I don't remember. Arizona, not sure. And Atlanta, I probably put a Dion in there. All right, guys, one spot left. I'm going to go ahead and get the box, the 2 boxes. It is one spot, $44 for the spot. I'll go ahead and get the boxes, and then we'll worry about getting it filled. And we'll try a live fill as soon as this is done, a 2-box live fill. All right, 7 times. I went to a NASCAR race one time, and they do a lot of product tosses, and you drink a lot of beer when you're there. And I was catching anything I could catch at the product tosses, and I caught a Kyle Busch poster. 14 and 87. I remember trying to give that poster away because I was not a Kyle Busch fan, and everybody hated him. He was like the villain of NASCAR. It was kind of cool. 14 and 87. 14 is not there. Can't see 87. I'm going to check. Yep, 87's there. I think the only one I actually met was Robbie Gordon. One more time. 17. 17 is there. So we're going 87 and 17. '87, 17. All right. Individual spots, $22. There's 2 of them. Harry Gant. I think I remember him. I don't think Skoll does any sponsoring now. Kodiak doesn't sponsor anything. All right, guys, 2 individual spots. If anybody wants one, Bill, Green Bay. 1 individual spot, $22. Left on the board. Let's see, big hits. There's Saints has a breeze. Something cool in there. There's a Quinshon Judkins in the Browns. I remember that. Earl Thomas is in the Ravens. Jalen Hurts in the Eagles. Darnold in Seattle. And Kurt Warner. CJ Stroud. We'll use the last spot as a random. We'll leave it open. If somebody claims it, they can have it, but we'll leave it open for now as a random. And we will try a live fill. Probably just do 1 live fill tonight. See if we can get it filled. All right, guys, here we go. Randoms coming at you. Greg, Detroit, Denver, and San Francisco. Rams, Falcons, Texans. Ram, Falcon, different pencil dummy. And Texans. Bill, New England, Indy, and Cincy. Arizona, Carolina, and Philly. Ooh, slam that. Arizona, Carolina, and Philly. Vlad, Tampa Bay, Baltimore. My light in here's gotten weird again. Dave, Washington, and Vegas. Jacksonville, Kansas City. Jesse, Chicago. The Chargers. Al, Dallas, Minnesota, Miami, and Pittsburgh. New Orleans, Cleveland, Seattle, and Tennessee. Orleans, Cleveland, Seattle and Tennessee. Elliott. The Giants. The Buffalo Bills. All right, we got a random. It's going to be the Jets. If anybody wants to buy the Jets for 22, they're out there. All right. Here we go. If it's a Jet, I will. Al, you'll take it. All right. Some good ones in there. I appreciate it. All right. That's got them all filled. We will do a live fill after these two. Box 17. Here we go. Another Lion. Last week we had Washington popping out like crazy. This week it's the Lions. Greg had the Rams getting the STS. Vlad says Barry. Schwartz authenticated. Got them both. And that is Barry Sanders, black ink on the STS. Love it. Awesome helmet. Nice hit. Congrats, Greg. You're welcome. Barry Sanders on the STS. I think that's my favorite version of the STS. Is that 3? Is that 3.0? I think that's the third one. I like the white one. I got a Peyton, PC Peyton. I don't have him on a shelf yet, but I eventually will. I was going through some of my PC stuff tonight. I got so excited. This sounds stupid, but I was looking at my Jerry Kramer. I did not realize my Jerry Kramer is a dual sign with Paul Hornung. I did not buy it for Paul Hornung. How about that thing for Jerry Kramer? That's a hell of a bonus in my opinion. Never noticed it. All right. The Barry Sanders. Awesome hit. Man, Lions popping out like crazy. Rams. Greg. Wasn't it? Yep, Greg. That was his Detroit. Random. Detroit spot paid off. Classic speed. Beckett authenticated. Both earpieces. You're welcome, Greg. Doubling up. Is that Devontae? I think that's Devontae. Isn't it? Yeah, Devontae. Nice hit, Greg. Devontae and Barry Sanders. Man, oh man. All right, guys. Going to try a live fill. Let me get it typed in. Remember, I am the slowest typer on the face of the planet. There it is. 2-boxer, 44. Grab a spot if you want it. All right. see. We got Greg, New England. Vlad, Tampa Bay. Al, San Francisco. Zach, Dallas. Greg laid on Tampa Bay. Al laid on Dallas. Zach, Minnesota. Greg, Vegas. Al, Miami. Al, Denver. Halfway home. Greg, Chicago. Oh. All right, we got a lot of work to do on this one, guys. This one might not fill, so don't send until it fills. Run through. We got Indy. There's a Peyton. Pittsburgh. Forgot who I put in on Pittsburgh. Cincy's got a Burrow. Packers. Something cool. Giants. There's a Phil Simms. Commanders. There's a Magic Johnson. Lions. We pulled the berry. I don't remember what's in there. Darnold's in Seattle, Tennessee. Don't remember. Quinshon's in Cleveland. James Cook's in Buffalo. Al, Cincy. Chargers. There's an LT. Arizona's got a Kurt Warner. New Orleans, Drew Brees, dual sign, Brees Hall, and somebody else. I think the Fitzpatrick's also still in there. Earl Thomas on the Raven. Carolina. I picture that Carolina helmet, and I can't think who it is. I think there's an Aaron Donald on the Rams. Don't remember on the Jags. Dion on the Falcons. Hurts on the Eagles. Stroud on the Texans. And straining my brain, but I do not remember what Chief I have in there right now. All right, guys, we're through 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 spots left. This one might not go, so we'll give it a couple minutes. If she don't fill, she don't fill. Whew. All right, we got tons of rain today. More rain coming in tomorrow. I want to go golfing tomorrow. I think I'm going to grab an early morning tee time on Memorial Day. I never went golfing on Memorial Day, but I'm guessing it's going to be packed. You need the rain? Oh, man, we do not need the rain. We didn't have rain all spring, and then in the last week or two, we've caught up. 7:30. I don't think I'll go that early. I don't have a course anywhere near my house. We have our local Elks has a course. It's a 9-hole course, and it's my least favorite course I've ever played. We like to go. There's the JCs. I think it's a JC's club. I don't think they're too plentiful anymore, but there used to be a lot of them. They have a golf course about a half hour from my house, and I love it. It's kind of big and wide open. There aren't tons of ponds, and there aren't too many woods for me to lose golf balls in. 7:30 on Memorial Day. I'm just assuming Memorial Day is going to be packed. Like everybody who can play golf is going to be golfing that day. But I'm hoping that maybe they all cook out on Sunday, drink a little bit, and want to sleep in. So I was thinking about an 8 a.m. tea time. All right, guys, this one's not looking too good. Nathan, what's up, Nathan? Indy, moving one spot closer. Nathan with Indy, that leaves 5 spots. Just trying to think of something entertaining to talk about, but man, I've got a headache. Had 100 people going through my house today. My wife made this big Chipotle type thing that she makes. Lots of work, yeah. I know how that is. We've been busy here lately too. Yeah, the graduation party, running 100 people through the house. We kind of had a buffet line. When I was a kid, you didn't have we had graduation parties, but it was like you invited your family. Now, if you know that person, you send them an invitation. There's no RSVP. You just plan a party, make enough food to feed an army, and hope that people come to eat it. She bought a gigantic cake from the greatest bakery on the earth, White's Bakery, Hillsboro, Ohio. You ever come through, grab a donut? And there's a lot of it left. I'm going to gain 8 pounds in the next day or two. A one boxer. All right, let's switch it to a one boxer, guys. If you haven't sent, it's going to switch to if anybody wants out, let me know if you want out. But we're going to change it to a one box. It'll be a $22. It's a good idea. Nathan will try buffalo also. All right, so that's cutting the price in half. But we're only doing one box. If anybody wants out, let me know. Just remember, I'm going to type this. Switching it to a one box. We got Nathan Buffalo. 4 spots left. Which Vlad Giants. Yep, I'll get Indy. I was reaching for him when I saw the Giants. My Scout Day Sports. Seattle. Two spots left. My Scouts Day. It's been a while. Do you need payment information? Greg, Philly. 1 spot left. Yeah, Scout Day. If you need payment information, let me know. We got 1 spot left. We're going to get him done. Maybe. I'm going to put it up there just in case. Make sure you got it. There it is. There's payment. Pick the one you want. $22. Let's get a box. One boxer. I believe this Thursday. I will be on Thursday. We do one box Thursday. I said do. So Thursday will be one boxers, but I should be back on Thursday. Baseball is over. 6 and 7. We're going to box 45. There's 48. I think I see 45. I think we got it. 45. Let's go. Individual spots, we got 2 of them for 11. I forgot a team, didn't I? Seattle. Zach got Pittsburgh. Hey, appreciate it. And we got 1 spot left. I'm going to grab the box. If anybody sees one they want, shout it out. Yep, got 45. Johnny 5, Chargers for the close. Got it. Guys, don't forget, Johnny 5's got the Raz on the Facebook, on my Facebook page. Kelly Green, Saquon, 13% chance. All right, let's get some randoms. See what this last box holds. We got Greg with New England and the Rams. My wife bought a tent, like a big tent, 20 by 20. Vlad, Tampa Bay, like normally you would rent them. She found it on Temu for the same price as renting a tent. And we'll have a tent. I thought that's cool. Al, San Francisco, Jacksonville. What I didn't think about when I told her, yeah, buy the tent, I had to put the tent up. I'm not a tent builder. Right, yeah. Starting out with Saquon, got others to do. Zach, Dallas, Carolina. So I spent the whole morning yelling at my kids because I'm a jerk when I work with my kids. Zach, Minnesota, the Jets. It reminds me of this thing I saw like on Instagram. It said my dad asked me if I wanted to work with him this morning. I said, sure. Ray, we got him closed. He said, sure, there's nothing I'd like better than to get yelled at for the next 3 hours of my life. Greg, Vegas, Detroit. And that's what happened to my kids. But we got that tent up. That Temu tent was 6 inches too small for the frame. So when it started to rain today, the tent leaked. But we got it fixed. Al, Miami and Denver, Kansas City and Tennessee. So if you order a tent from Temu, it'll work, but it's just not perfect. Greg, Chicago, Cleveland. Al, Cincy, Atlanta. It was a pretty decent tent, just like I said, just not quite the size it's supposed to be. Nathan, Indy and Buffalo, Arizona, Houston, Vlad, the Giants, Washington, my scout day, Seattle, New Orleans, Greg, Philly. I got 2 in there. I should only have 1. I think I screwed up. Got 2, Green Bay and Baltimore. I pulled them both out. You're getting Green Bay. One of those had to have been claimed, and I didn't pull it. Or I did my math wrong. I got Baltimore, or skipped somebody. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 24, 26, 28, 30, 31, 32. What'd I do? Vlad, I gave you Pitt. Was Pitt claimed? Pitt was claimed. Ah, perfect. All right, Vlad, you'll get Baltimore instead of Pittsburgh. I realize that's a downgrade because nobody likes the Ravens. Yeah, I got them. I figured it out. I wrote it down and forgot to pull it. There are some good Ravens. There's the Earl Thomas helmet in here is pretty awesome. But I like to tease. All right, we got Greg, New England and the Rams. Vlad, Tampa Bay, Baltimore. Al, San Francisco, Jacksonville. Zach, Dallas, Carolina. Minnesota and the Jets. Greg, Vegas, Detroit. Al, Miami, Kansas City. Denver, Detroit. Greg, Chicago, Cleveland. Al, Cincy, Atlanta. Nathan, Indy, Arizona. Buffalo and Houston. Vlad, Giants, Commanders. My Scout Day, Seattle, New Orleans. Greg, Philly, Green Bay. And Zach, Pittsburgh. And Johnny 5 closed us up with the Chargers. Baltimore ready? Yeah, after I cut on them. Pittsburgh fan got a cut on the Ravens. Got to cut on the Ravens. I think it could be the most competitive rivalry in the NFL right now. I think that the Packers-Bears is probably still more historical. But the Ravens-Steelers is the most competitive right now. All right, guys, last helmet of the night. It's a Colts. Nathan, Indy, jumped in and got him a winner. I don't remember who this is. Beckett authenticated both earpieces. Numero uno. I forgot who that is. Jiminy Christmas, I'm not a brain fart. Sauce. Gosh, I forgot. Yes, I knew that was Sauce. Sauce Gardner. Nice hit, Nathan. Sauce Gardner going to close us out. So we go all offense and Sauce. Tonight we had Rod Woodson, Billy Sims, Barry Sanders, Devontae Adams, and Sauce. You're welcome, Nathan. Awesome hits. All right, guys. That's going to do it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Be sure to check out Johnny Five's Raz on the Breaking Brad Facebook page. Grab your spot. Somebody's got to win it. Might as well be you. All right, guys. I will be back on Thursday. We'll be doing one box at a time. Hopefully we'll do a bunch of them. And I hope to see you then. Have a fun 3-day weekend. Do something, I don't know, something better than you do normally. All right, guys. See you next time.